Hello and welcome to Dysfunctional Dialogue, where Bill Shores has just admitted I am not a smart man.
There you go.
I got with me here today Bill Shores, Jeff Candy, and Tim Wright. We're having a little fun. Guys, welcome to the program. Jeff, did we discuss on the last podcast Gumby doing the shot at McHugh's?
I don't think so.
Because I just love that story, and you could feel free to tell it, or I'll tell it. Either way, it's so much fun.
How about both?
Okay.
You and I and Mike were all at McHugh's hanging out, and I decided he had to go over to Cheers to get his paycheck, and he was chewing at the time and spitting into one of the plastic cups that was at the bar, and he left. And John and I were going to play a joke on Espo.
Oh, was it on Espo? Nice memory.
Yes, that's what we were, because of the whole thing with Joe throwing that whole jug of chew spit at Espo.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Oh. So we poured some in a shot glass, the little plastic shot glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just sitting there because we're going to get Espo.
So cool.
And then this kid Gumby, who was he had already graduated but came back for alumni weekend, and he came into the bar and came up to John and I, and he's asking us like, "So what are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Yeah, just hanging out." He's like, "Well, what's that?" We're going, "Yeah, we did a couple shots. You want it?" And he's like, "Well, what is it?" And it's called a beech nut. And he's like, "What?
Yeah.
What's a beech nut?" Like, it's rum and peppermint something or other. Right?
Yeah, it was. I remember
he had it in his hand, and by no means were we going to let him do it.
No,
but
we were
John
not, for real.
Leaned over to say something to me, and right over my shoulder, John sees him go, and as soon as it hit his mouth, he knew what it was.
Immediately, but it was already down his gullet. It was already down his gullet.
That's horrible.
And then he starts going, "You guys are assholes," again. And we just started laughing. And then he went over to his buddies, and they were, how'd that go? When he got over,
all I remember is that
crying.
Do know we went over there, and he completely just owned it. He was like, "Yeah!" I don't know if he told him it was just doing shots.
And we started chanting, "Beech nut, beech nut, beech nut." And he was like,
oh my gosh.
Wow. And Jeff, I'm pretty sure it was you that called it the beech nut, because that was just
name.
Yeah, that was priceless. It was a great call it a beech nut.
Perfect name. Yeah. Because it probably had that smell, right? I mean, it's got
of peppermint something. Yeah, because beech nut is a long leaf chewing tobacco.
So Gumby swallowed Mike. Wow. That's sick. That's sick. Poor goat. I don't know who.
So, we were canoeing one time on one of our camping trips, and do you remember how one of us had to take a whiz, but I guess didn't want to go to the shore, thought maybe it was too much trouble or whatever, and decided to stand up on his canoe?
Was that?
I don't want to say last names. You keep on saying the last name. Change that over to something else. Yeah,
that was
I'm gonna
Mike.
have to take.
It was Mike.
So, and I'm pretty sure he was in midstream before he hit the stream. Yeah.
Who was his canoe partner?
I think was he? Oh, that's a good question.
I think it was Chris.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
See
That's right. We're all dancing like the Peanuts characters.
Yeah, you see De Niro in the background on the wall.
Of course.
Where is that photo taken?
I think that's
Jeff and
Bilardo's
Joe's
apartment in Bath.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sound about right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Right before a bite the bag game.
No,
No,
that's not Bath.
No?
That's not Bath. That's in Baldwinsville.
Jeff found something amusing. I'm curious to know what it is.
No, that bite the bag game where Brian was out in the first turn.
Right. So, all right. I don't think we talked about that. So we played a game called Bite the Bag, where all you do is you take a paper bag, and it's real simple. All you got to do is pick up the paper bag with your mouth. You can't touch anything other than your 2 feet on the floor. That's the only thing you can touch the floor. You can't grab onto anything else or anyone else. You literally
And
just
John,
lean
it's
over.
important that the bag is upright, unfolded, not laying flat on the floor.
Yes.
Right.
Sure. So it's a supermarket paper bag.
Paper bag,
ones like they used to have back in the day, and you would lean over, you pick it up, and each round would be, I guess there were probably like 6 of us at first, right? Let's see, it was Bill and Jeff and me. I don't think Tim was there.
I was not there.
No.
No, so I guess maybe 5 of us, and then Joe, and
Brian.
and Brian. Right. And so you lean over and you pick up the bag with your mouth, and then
Yeah.
you're able to do that, and then you take you just take a drink of a beer. So it's like
Right.
the equivalent of we called it an ounce. I'm sure it was more than that.
Right.
Right. And then the next
And you
person do
tear
the
it-
next person do it, and then you
tear a
tear off the
piece off
top
of
of the
the
bag
Right.
to make the bag a little smaller. Well, the first
Okay.
round comes, and as Jeff just said, our friend Brian didn't even make it through that round because he literally went leaned over and just made a header right into the cabinet, right into the kitchen cabinet, and he was done. Which is pretty ironic because he could outdrink all of us, right? But we ended up
Absolutely.
going 19 rounds. I
So now
calculated.
is the bar this tall? I mean, is it?
It was-
It's a bag?
Yeah, it got down to it was a flat
was
piece
just
of
the
paper
bottom?
on the floor that we had to kind of almost like lick up off the
Okay,
floor.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then we called it was a 3-way tie for the winners or the losers. But then,
Right.
as these guys like to point out, that was the night that I puked paneling because
With the
we
clap.
would exchange gifts to each other every year, and that year I got the clapper, right?
Okay.
And so I don't know if I don't think I did. Somebody plugged the clapper in a wall right where I was trying to sleep because I was just out of my freaking mind, smashed after all of that drinking, and you guys were sitting there clapping your hands and making it light go on and off, making me dizzy to the point where I ended up puking projectile. And what
Wow.
you guys saying? It's the color of the paneling. He's puking paneling. Yeah, that was just so gross.
That was the night with you dipped a chip in Bill's toe.
Yes.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
No.
You stomped on my foot you were wearing like construction boots, cracked my toe,
Yes,
a nail on my
you're welcome.
toe, which later fell off. And there was blood coming out of my big toe.
Right.
And somebody, I don't remember who, took a potato chip and dipped it into the blood that was pooling where my big toenail was.
It was Joe.
Well, Joe is also
I
the
remember
guy that ate
distinctly.
it shows also the guy that ate the cigarette from
Yes.
from
It's
what's
right
the-
on.
Albert the HIV positive bum. That's what we call him.
Yep.
And he ate the cigarette from behind his ear.
Yep, that's right on brand for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A homeless guy named Albert. And we determined he was HIV positive, but Joe just grabbed a cigarette that was behind this man's ear and ate it.
Right off the guy? I literally took it off his
right
ear.
off. He literally just grabbed it and ate it.
Yeah.
He would have been better off smoking it.
That's odd. That's odd behavior. Yeah.
That is odd behavior.
I am not a smart man.